Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. This is a video full of excitement because in just a few days, Disney Plus is being released and I am pumped. So I was one of those people who signed up for Disney Plus at D23. I got 3 years because I'm crazy like that. And I'm really excited to watch Disney Plus starting on Tuesday, November 12th. And I'm gonna be watching it on my PlayStation 4 because that's how I do pretty much all of my streaming. It's connected to our big TV. We don't have cable, so we watch everything on Netflix, on Hulu, on Amazon Prime, and now Disney Plus. And with the new shows coming out and new things being released, as well as some old stuff, I wanted to go through some of the shows and movies that I'm excited to watch on day one or week one, because realistically, I'm not gonna have all the time to watch them. I wish. A part of me was wishing that it would be launched on the 8th because Monday is a holiday in the US, it's Veterans Day, and I have off, and so how glorious would it be to binge things for 3 days? But alas, no, Disney's putting this out the Tuesday after. But that said, I just want to talk about some of the things that I am going to be watching first. This is a big topic of conversation I've been having on the Discord with Rob, like with friends. I think everyone's big thing is, what are you gonna watch first? And so I wanted to talk about what I'm excited for, and of course I want to hear what you're excited for. But the very first show that I'm going to watch, the very first thing, period, that I'm gonna watch on Disney Plus, I think is top of the list for most people, and it is The Mandalorian. I am pumped for this show. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest trailer or anything about it. I know some people want to keep themselves in the total dark, but I am so pumped for a Star Wars live action show that seems to have the quality of the movies, has a fantastic cast, and just seems to be so interesting and looking at the world from a different vein. Bounty hunters are so popular in Star Wars lore, and it's so interesting that we haven't had more about them in story-wise. I mean, we did have a video game back in the day called Bounty Hunter, but I just always wished we had more, and so I think we're finally going to get that. I think it's really cool that it's not like an obvious character like Boba Fett, though who knows if he, in the timeline, like maybe he's referenced, I don't know, but I think it's cool that it's its own character. It just looks beautiful and gritty and like Western, and I really am into it. So that's gonna be literally the first thing I sit down for after I like play around with all the menus, because I feel like that's the thing I love to do with things like this. I'll play with all the menus and all the settings and just like figure out how to do things, but then I'm watching The Mandalorian. The second thing that I'm really excited to watch is the Imagineering Story. So this is a behind the scenes show that Disney's doing, talking about the Imagineering of a variety of rides and attractions and parks, and going behind the scenes and down into the utilidors, and just having all these amazing Imagineers, past and present, talking about the work that they've done. And the trailer looks really exciting, and it is 100% up my alley and something I've always wanted. I know for a period of time there was like those short like Disney, I don't know, they were like specials on like, was it the History Channel? I think it was something like that. But we haven't seen anything like this in a really long time. I think people have been asking for it. I think Parks fans have really been asking for it. So I'm really excited for this. That's gonna be the second thing I watch on day one. I'm going from Mandalorian to the Imagineering Story. I'm really excited to see what they're going to really dive into in that show. And then my third show, new show that is gonna be out on launch day that I might slip into after that, is The World According to Jeff Goldblum, because I love Jeff Goldblum. I don't know who doesn't, I mean, I guess he's a little quirky. He's a little quirky for some people. I could see how it would bother some people, but I think he's fantastic. He dresses so well. He's a really interesting guy. I think he's gonna have a very interesting take on this. From what I've heard, it's a 30-minute show, and he kind of goes around through like the manufacturing and aspects of different things. This is what I've heard, I don't really know 100%, but it's all of that according to him, and I want to hear that man speak the weird words that always come out of his mouth. I love him. I'm one of those people who's like obsessed with Jeff Goldblum. He's so whimsical, but like naturally whimsical. It's really weird. So that is the other show that I'm gonna dive into. I don't know what to expect. I imagine it's gonna be weird and strange and cool and all of that, but when they announced that, I was like, what? That's such a wild thing to have Jeff Goldblum have this show on Disney Plus, but now it just makes all kinds of sense. Other than that, a lot of the things being released are not necessarily new. There are a lot of old school movies and, you know, just the whole library of Disney stuff. So what of that am I gonna be watching? Well, clearly I need to go through some of my 90s Renaissance movies for sure, but one that I saw pop up and I actually own on DVD, but like I just want to watch it out of the benefit of it being so convenient, is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I love that movie. Definitely not a kid's movie, though, you know, it was kind of painted as such, because there's definitely some like crazy stuff going on there. Christopher Lloyd, one of his best roles, scared the bejesus out of me as a kid, so there you go, probably not really a kid's movie. I love that movie so much. Roger Rabbit is a character that Disney owns and has owned for a long time that I don't think gets a lot of love. He has that ride in Disneyland, but like, he's really nowhere to be found anywhere else, and so I'm excited to watch that movie. I'm also really excited to go back to my childhood nostalgia and watch the X-Men animated series, and aside from Batman's animated series, it's probably one of the best theme songs ever. I mean, I go back and forth between that one and Batman. They're both so good. But I'm really excited to like throw that on every once in a while because I watched it so much as a kid. It was crazy. So I'm really excited to see that. Also, harkening back to the 90s, Boy Meets World. Oh my gosh, I love that show so much. That was the first TV show that I ever watched in full. Episode 1 to the finale, never missed an episode. Like, that was my jam back in the day, so I'm so excited to dive back into that. And I'm excited to watch The Brave Little Toaster, which I haven't seen in years, and it's a really messed up kids movie, if I recall. But I'm excited that that's on there. I can't wait to watch it. There's just like a lot of nostalgia stuff that I think I'm gonna be dipping my toes back into because it's been so many years since I've watched these shows and you don't really think about them all the time, or sometimes it's hard to get your hands on them or find a way to watch it, and I'm so excited for that. So I am excited for Disney Plus. Those are all of the things that I'm gonna be watching like week 1, but obviously there's like a ton of stuff. So I wanna know in the comments below, what are you watching first day, week 1? Is it new stuff? Is it old stuff? Are you gonna dive into like the crazy old 1940s stuff? I will eventually, because why the heck not? I would love to know in the comments below, what are you most excited for about Disney Plus? If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe because I make videos every single week. I'm so excited to dive in next week. I think once I get in the weeds of Disney Plus, I will have some initial thoughts and like a very quick review of what I think of it. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is exciting times, you guys. I can't believe it's so soon. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great rest of the day. Bye.